Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's session I'm going to be showing you how to import and export records in HubSpot. So let's assume you're working for an organization and then you guys have some files in an Excel that you manually work with, but you want to migrate this data into HubSpot. So I'm going to show you the basic essentials that you need to be checking out before you do an import. Let's just start by looking at the contact object, using the contact object as an example. So let's go to the contact, and we assume that we want to import records to this contact object. Now what are we going to do? We are going to be checking the fields that we have in our HubSpot, and we are going to be checking the fields we have in our Excel sheet. But for the purpose of this video, I want to create dummy data that we'll use to import. So let me just create dummy data. So I'm going to be creating 10 dummy data that I want to use for the purpose of this video. So I'm going to select the data format first so that I don't make the mistake. Please always select the data format, because you see what happened when I imported users and I selected the user and I saved the file as an Excel workbook and it didn't work out and it threw an error. I always select CSV and then I select the fields I want. So let's go right inside the contact. We have our name field, and when we open up this contact, we are going to see if this name field is actually compound field, which is the compound. When I mean compound field, I mean when you merge two fields. So obviously this is the compound field. So I'm going to be creating the name field. I'm going to be creating the email, the phone number, the location and address. I'm going to be creating the lead status as new. Okay, I'm going to be creating the property type and then the owner. So let's get right into it. So the name, the phone number, email, street address, and then the lead status. And what again do we have? We have the property type. So let's just say generate, and it takes us to the next field. And I'm going to cancel this because I want to modify this. So the name is supposed to be name, phone number is phone number, email is email, street address should be location, and what else do we have? The list should be the lead status, and I'm going to clear all these options that I have here to say new, which are the options that we have on the list status, or the values we have on the list status field. Say new or open, and it should work with this. And then I'm going to add one more, and I'm going to select the field type again as list, and I'm going to say this should be property type, because that is a pick list field. Property type, and I'm going to say, go back to the record. I have duplex, I have bungalow, I have terrace. So let's do bungalow, duplex, and terrace. Enter, and then I will do one more row, which is going to be for the owner, and I will say name, and I will change the name to contact owner. Contact owner is same thing as a user, and I will say use my name because I'm the only user in this org. So I'll generate just 10 and we'll work with this. So I'll download this, and this is the name. So this is what we have here, and we want to import records, right? go back to the contacts. You can either do it from the front end or we do it from the back end. Either ways, I'm going to be showing you the two routes you can use to import. So when you are importing from the front end and you are clicking on add contacts button, it means you are adding contact directly to this object. But when you want to import probably companies and you select this button, it means you are importing company contacts, right? So if you are importing company contact, the other way to import records is to go through the back end, which is the way. This is the best practice because you're going to see everything you're doing within one glance. So we scroll down under the data management and we see import and export, and then you select it. So what we are going to do is go to import. When you click on this button, it takes you to a different page, and then you have different options. Are you importing a file? Are you syncing from an app, probably a third-party app? Are you doing transfer of data? Are you transferring your data from a different, this is out of it, but let's just import using a file. So I'll click on import the data and I'll click on the quick import, and then I'll choose a file and I'll choose this file that I just created. So I'll open it and then I'll select next. When I select next, it takes me to the page for mapping. So when I was working with this generate data, I was mapping the field looking directly into the contact record. So each name on the Excel on the generate data page, I made sure it matches the name in HubSpot. So for the name, we have company name and it was automatically mapped. For the phone number, it was mapped to the phone number. Email was mapped to the email, and then location was mapped to location/address. Lead status was mapped to lead status. Property type was mapped to property type, and contact owner is same contact owner here. So if there are any errors, one of these will be red, which shows you that there are errors, and then you will show the page is going to tell you why the error is occurring so that you are going to fix it. So let's click on next, and then we select the legal basis for processing this data as leads, and then we finish the import. So the import is processing and we have the import rules as 10. It has created 10 new records, and if we updated records, it's going to show us that we have updated the number of records we have updated. Now if we have created associations, it's going to show us, and if there are errors, it's going to show us that there are errors. If you look at this contact here, it's going to show you the number of contacts that we have created. And then if we go into our contact, we are going to see that we have imported 10 new records into the contact object. So these are the records that we just created, and then if you check the create date, it's showing you that it's today at 5:32. So this is how to import records into HubSpot. Let me just go take a quick step back and check some few things that I might have to say about importing records. So when you're importing records, always make sure that you cross-check your T's and dot your I's so that you wouldn't have errors while you are doing this. And I'm going to also show you in the next video how to update records, existing records. So let's just end this session here and continue on a new session. Thank you.